good, folks?
Hey, nothing, man. What's happening, my brother?
Yeah, we back at it. We took a little time off. We had some things to do, but we gonna jump right back in it. Uh, Shit talking at its best. Now I got a story to tell y'all about the scam that they tried to get me on.
Really?
Yeah, man. It was crazy, and I think I'm kind of intelligent dude, but they had me going for a minute. So y'all need to check this out. Check it out to the end. It's the story because it's crazy. But you know how we get these calls on our phones that we don't recognize the number, and people always sending spam and stuff. So I got a phone call that I didn't recognize, so I didn't answer. But I'm like, if somebody calling me, leave a message. If it's somebody that I know, so I saw that there was a message left on it on the answer machine. Here go the message right now. I hope y'all can hear it. Check out this the message. It's gonna come on.
This call is to authorize the payment of $1,499 for the recent order of Apple MacBook Pro on your Amazon account. If you do not authorize this payment, please press 1 to speak to our customer support representative.
Okay, so check it. So I hear that. I'm like, you say $1,499.
They only call the special people with that type of cheese,
Yeah.
And if you got that type of cheese, then they'll call you, bro.
Man.
That's all I'm
saying.
saying.
So I'm like, they calling me. I'm like, nah, I ain't authorized no $1,500 credit from Amazon. So I hit him. I couldn't hit one because that was the answer machine. So I called. I redialed the number. I redialed the number. They stand customer service coming, and everything. Guy come on. Hello, it's customer service. May I help you? I said, yeah. I just got a message on my phone that a charge has been charged to my Amazon account, and I didn't know. You didn't authorize it, sir? I'm like, no, I didn't authorize it. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me get the info. What's your address? That's for my address and everything. So I'm like, yeah, okay. So yeah, okay. We see the charge that it was made, and you're saying, could you, if anybody in your family did this, anybody got access to your account? I'm like, nah, just my wife. I'm like, my wife do, but she wouldn't have made the charge either. Okay, well, give me a couple of minutes. I'll be right back with you. Let me check into it. They do check and come back with me. Okay, sir. Well, we don't believe you made the charge. We see your account. But what you're going to need to do is also call your credit card. You're going to have to get with your credit card company and talk to them. But right now, I'm going to write up a memo and I'm going to send it over to them, and I'm going to transfer it to the credit card company that you're with. I'm like, okay, because right now I'm just thinking like, who the hell doing that? Boom. So he said, okay, sir, we're going to transfer your card over. So phone starts to ring again. Boom. Credit card company, how you doing, sir? Oh, they tell me just explain what happened. So I'm explaining to the credit card company now. It was a charge made on them. Yeah, we can see that you have a charge on here. And so you didn't authorize it or anything. They doing legit. They didn't ask me any number. Only asked what was my last four of my social. And they usually ask you that.
Yeah,
well,
that's
your
true.
last four of your social. So I'm like, I feel it. Okay, I give them the last four of the social. They go and they like, we see that you have a lot of accounts open, sir, and there's a lot of accounts in your name, and they're in different states, and so I'm like, huh? Like, yeah, I'm like, different states, but you tell them, yeah, we got your name in different states, different. Do you bank with these? You have banks with these? Give me a list of banks that, some I have had a credit card with or something, a car loan or something. I'm like, yeah, but they have you in several different banks and everything, man. But what I'm thinking is that your ID has been stolen. What is it called? Identity theft.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think identity theft. Yeah, because we could see that someone has transferred some money from here that's in your name from here overseas. I'm like, huh? I'm like, oh man. I'm tripping. I'm like, oh, this. So now they tell me I'm gonna have to talk to somebody. Now, I don't know who handles identity theft. It ain't Homeland Security, is it?
No.
I don't know. I forget who they told me that I need to talk to that handles identity theft. So they gonna talk to. I need to talk to them next because this could be problems.
But
for
did
me
they give you an agency or something that you should?
They
talk
told
to?
me, yeah, they told me an
Okay.
agency,
Okay,
and
okay.
I don't I don't remember the name. And it was legit, sound legit. But
Uh-huh.
anyway, they gonna do this for. They gonna transfer me to the agency. So they gonna transfer me to
Really?
the agency. So I'm feeling good. We're gonna help you with this, sir, because this could be a real problem in the long run for you. You know, with your identity being out, because you've been red flagged. You might don't know. You might know what red flag mean. I'm like, nah, I don't know what red flag mean. So they giving me the spiel, man. I'm in.
Mhm.
I'm in. So I'm like, okay. So now they're gonna transfer me to the organization that handles these identity thefts and situations. Now let me tell you this, off the minute. Now I'm so into it, but let me tell you, the dude sound like the same dude. Now, I'm not going into. I'm like the dude sounds similar
That's
to,
funny.
but you know, in these. They have so many foreign people doing these
Right.
telemarketing now type of things. So I ain't really catching. I'm like, you sound, but I'm worried about my money. I'm worried
Right.
about my identity and all that. So
Right.
okay, so now I'm talking to the guy. I'm talking to the organization that helps me. Like, yes, sir, you've been your identity's been stolen. We can see that you've been using. We see your account in Texas and what do you say, New Mexico, and I help them out one time. I thought, I said, yeah, I just went to Mexico like two
days
weeks
ago, right?
2 weeks ago. Yeah, that could have something to do with it, sir. You know, they just go for flow with. So boo. So he telling me what, and then he says, now we're gonna have to. It's gonna take 24 hours for us to lock up all your accounts. And are you close to your bank? How closer are you to your bank?
Mhm.
Your nearest branch? And I'm like, I'm about 5 miles from my branch. He says, okay, that's good. All right, so we're gonna have to, because the payments probably won't come out for another 2 hours, but we got to make sure. Oh, and they asked me like, give them when I was talking to the bank people, they asked me to give them, amount, round up of, what I got in my savings and what I got, and just around so we can see that nobody's been in it yet. So anyway, so I'd already gave him that. So now he's telling me, okay, so you're gonna have to go to the bank and close your accounts. I'm like, I gotta go to the bank now. He's like, yeah, you need to go now to the bank. So there, I put on some clothes, man.
Mhm.
The dude, he tell me, he said, look, man, I'm gonna stay on the phone the whole time. We're gonna walk you through this, I'm gonna stay on the phone while you ride to the bank and you get in. I'm like, man, so I throw on my clothes. I throw on some clothes and jump in the car. I'm like, I'm in the car, I'm pulling out. Okay, let me know when you get to the parking lot. So as I'm riding down there, I get about halfway down the street. I'm like, hold the fuck up, man. I'm like, hold the fuck up, man. This shit, hold on, man. So right now, it's just all hitting me like, nah, this some shit, man. I'm like, nah, why the fuck they can't just close off my account, man, without me going to the bank?
Right.
So I'm getting ready to tell you, man, y'all full of shit. I'm ready, but nah, I say, nah. I want to see what the fuck they gonna tell me when I get to the bank. I want to see what they gonna tell me. Wow. So I say, I'm going right. I got him now. I'm on point now. They had the old boy for a minute, but I'm back on point now. I got myself together. So I'm riding down here, but now I'm worried. I wonder if somebody follow me and shit.
Right. See, that's what I'm thinking, bro.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm
I'm
waiting
like,
at the bank for you, bro.
Something, they got my address
Right.
and they know where I'm going. Headed out, so I'm like, do these motherfuckers got somebody waiting on me or something? Or so I'm like, nah. So I'm looking in the rearview mirror at the cars behind me. I got a red car behind me, D. I got a red car behind me. So I'm like, watching him. And he put his signal light on in the place where I'm turning where the bank at. But he put it on before I put mine on, but he couldn't know where I'm going. I'm just assuming. I don't know right now. So I pulled into the area where the bank is. The red car go around the other side of the area. I'm just watching him, right? So anyway, I pulled to the side of the bank. I don't go in the bank. So I'm like, I want to. So I say, yeah, okay, I'm in the parking lot of the bank.
Mm-hmm.
He said, okay. He said, okay, sir. This is what you're gonna do.
What you wearing?
You're gonna
what
do.
You wearing?
They probably already got that. If they look, they already done watched me the whole time leave the house, man.
Right, bro.
But nah, so he okay, when you go in the bank, you can't tell anybody, about this because they already told me that somebody in the bank can be involved. Somebody and all this.
Come on.
They done told me you never know who's doing these things. So he tell me I can't tell him that I'm coming in there to take my money out because identity theft. I got to come up with something else out of that. So what are you going to tell them your reasoning is for taking your money out?
How about kid trafficking or something?
Nah, I said, man, y'all full of shit, man. He's like, huh? I'm like, yeah, fool did it. I hung up the phone, man. I hung up the fucking phone, man.
Oh my Jesus.
But gee, they had me going,
That's
man.
funny, bro.
They had me going for a minute,
That's
man. But
funny.
I'm saying they got this whole scam, man. And I'm gonna tell you, it sounded more legit. The way I'm telling it. But I'm just saying, keep your eyes and ears open, man. They out here, they doing it, man. They doing it heavy, B.
Bruh, all I can say is that had a number of avenues where it could have went. My thinking was is they were trailing you. They watch, like you said, they watch you leave the house. They know what you're wearing. They follow you to your bank.
And I really wanted to play it all the way out.
Right.
To find out how they was gonna get the money.
Right.
What they gonna? I just really I could have said I got the money. I could have faked like I went in there and I got the money. What to do now? And see what they was gonna do. But I right down there. I was so pissed off that they made me put my clothes on, get in my car.
right. Get in your car and go.
Yeah,
but listen,
man.
Tony, how do you think seniors feel about that, bro? I mean, seniors get scammed all the time, and they aren't as sophisticated as maybe you are. I'm saying with the regular stuff that people do every day because they figure everybody is. Well, they kind of figure everybody's honest, you know what I mean? Or nobody's going to scam you.
They're looking for the scam.
They ain't looking for it, right?
So,
I mean, how do you think seniors feel every single freaking day, man, when people calling them, sending them mailings, knocking on their doors?
Man,
now, bruh, I mean...
That's why you got to tell your elderly family members about this type of stuff, man.
But Tony, I'm telling you, some of my neighbors, man, they open the doors for jokers.
For real.
I'm telling you, I've literally seen it. Guys going door to door selling alarm systems, selling lawn care systems. Oh, I've seen it with my eyes, right, bro?
Right.
They open the door for people. They let people into their homes.
Because until something happens to them, they believe that the world is a safe place. Even from what they see, they think the world is a safe place, safer than it is.
And I'm like, no, don't let nobody into your house. Because you know how I know the jokers was doing it? Because they came to my house first.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't answer the door. I'd heard what the spiel he was trying to make it through the door, you know what I mean? But I ain't answered the door, I ain't opened my door, I ain't do nothing. And I'm a big dude, and I can pretty much handle myself. She probably can handle herself, but he can probably handle himself with that gap that they have behind the door, I ain't doubting it. But I'm just saying, bruh, that's a big thing, bro. Seniors and they preying on seniors is big. It's huge.
Man.
It's huge, bruh.
Yeah, I know. I heard about people losing their life savings or, sending people their life savings.
Yes.
They had a little scam with people telling you they got your granddaughter and stuff. I think somebody called me. I think somebody called my mother before and saying something about my daughter was somewhere and needed some money or something, but she knew that my daughter wasn't there, so she was good. But they try everything, man. But like I said, man, they tried it. They almost got me. Well, they had me going. I don't think they would have got me.
They got you in your clothes.
They got me in my clothes. They had me going. That's what I'm saying.
Your car and everything,
they ain't got me going, but yeah, man.
So you think there should be a law? You think there should be a law or more laws against things like that? Just preying on people, citizens, and things like that.
They do got laws like that.
They do,
you got to catch them. That's
a tap on the hand when they do catch them.
Well, yeah.
That's all I'm thinking.
Maybe it is. I don't know. I haven't heard the cases of what happens to a joker when they get caught.
Yeah.
But I remember seeing 2020 or something where they went over Africa or somewhere. They went somewhere. A guy was putting a scam. It was Nigeria. Yeah. Put a scam together and they met up with the dude and man, it's elaborate, man. They don't. Like I said, the thing I went through, like I said, I tried to sum it up real short. But it was really, they had it together. They had the little conversation together, man. And
were you scared you lost money?
Nah, because
riding up there?
they never told me I lost any money. They never told me. They was telling me, we going to help you with this.
Okay.
We're going to get this taken care of before you lose something.
I'm trying to figure out what their deal was, bro, telling you to go to your bank.
And get money out.
And
take the money out. So I'm like, what? How was they going to get the money from me? So I'm like,
they had to have somebody watching, bro. That's all I'm saying.
They could have, man. They could have, but
So what y'all think? I mean, do you think that Tony should have went up to his bank? Or do you think he should have shut it down from home? You know, right then on the phone, right there.
No, I should have shut it down from home. If I would have knew, from home I didn't know. I got to be honest. I didn't know. I wouldn't have put my clothes on if it would have hit me. I was just thinking about my identity, man. It's gonna fuck me up later on. Credit gonna be this and all this. So that's what's going through my head while I'm talking to these jokers. Until I got in that car, I guess
the money in the wife's name.
This got me back into the city.
Keep all the money in the wife's name. And I know they'll scam her too. They'll be out there.
Probably scan her quicker.
Right.
She might have took hers out. I don't know.
They'll be out there, everybody.
But it's all good, man. It all worked out. I mean, but I'm just telling y'all this to look out, man. Look out for these jokers because they out here doing their thing.
I so feel you, bro. I so feel you. And it, like I said, it happens more than we think it does. You know, especially with the singers, and you don't hear a lot of it on the news or anywhere. Yeah. Unless I personally tell you, like you just told me this story, I wouldn't have known that.
Right, and that's what I wish I would have. I was wondering about giving them, because I got the number that yesterday I have the number that they called me from, but they probably got another number or something. They probably, I mean, so I was thinking about calling the news or whatever, put it out there, but I did.
But that's some shit that we talking today, bro.
That's all. I just wanted to get that out.
I appreciate that.
So that's something for all y'all to pay attention to. All right, D, I had this thing we talked about before, and I thought
had an event for week.
Yeah.
Travel over here, there.
Yeah, but this is on that we had a conversation about prayer, about praying for people to be better or do better.
Yeah, I remember that.
You said that, and I said that I don't think you can pray. I said I think it's a waste of you praying for somebody to change their life if they're not trying to change their life.
Right, I remember
you said that you think it can help. You can pray for someone to change their life. So, Dale, if you can pray for somebody to change their life that ain't really trying to change it, can you pray for somebody downfall, demise?
Absolutely.
So you could pray for say so somebody just hateful or somebody just jealous. You know, we got haters and jealousy. Somebody they see doing well and all of these type of things. So you say, man, I wish I'm tired and they always showing off. I wish they lose this. Or I wish they man get broke. They always say, and you can pray for that.
Yeah, you can pray for that, Tony. And I'm saying you can pray for anything.
Okay,
but whether it's answered is the key.
Okay,
whether it's answered is the key.
Well, okay, you could pray. We know we could pray for them. So that's what I'm saying. Can that happen? Are you gonna get your prayers answered if you're praying for somebody to be to somebody's demise?
It will only happen, or there will be demise if they have issues that bring God to that point to recognize that they need to be taxed.
No, I'm not talking about the person.
Okay.
I'm not talking about the person straight. The person living their life, their best life, doing as much right that they can do. Nobody's perfect. They just living their life.
And you want to
but you got some. Another example. Say your boss. You know, it's people that work and your boss might stay on you. Stay on you one because you're a sorry worker, or might be the type of boss that's just overbearing. You're like, man, I wish that motherfucker get hit by a truck. Man. I pray that motherfucker get hit by a truck. And then you seriously feel that way about them. So I'm saying, it ain't about, I'm not asking you about the person. I'm asking you about, can you pray for their demise, something to happen to them, that negative happen, and that person ain't did nothing but being themselves.
You can pray, but you ain't praying to God.
You're
praying to the devil.
Okay.
You're praying for his demise, something bad to happen to him. You're praying to the devil, or you're praying to an evil spirit, or whatever that brings you to that point. That's who you're praying to.
Okay, so you only can pray positive things to God, and you pray negative things to the devil.
No, I'm saying you only can pray to God anything that he handles all problems, all issues. He brings all everything to you that you want in your life. Everything goes through him. It don't go through the devil. It comes to the devil, but it don't go through the devil.
Okay, but
so it comes to him.
Saying
but it don't go through
we're
him.
talking about this negative praying now. So it's God getting his prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm asking you, can it happen? Can that person get hit by a truck because you praying?
Here's my deal, bro. It's not God is not into teaching you a lesson for no reason. There's gonna be a reason. If he attacks you like that,
well then you saying he can't. I'm not.
I pray to him to tax you, right?
You pray.
So if he go through with my prayer to tax you,
we saying no. So you saying that person don't deserve to be taxed. This is what you're telling me. If that person deserve it, he can get taxed. I'm saying that person don't deserve it. The person
they don't deserve. They get nothing.
He's done nothing. He's doing his job, doing whatever.
And I pray that he gets taxed, right?
And you're praying that he gets taxed.
My deal is, but this is mine. This is my interpretation. If that guy gets taxed, he gonna come out on the better end. He gonna come out on the better end. Any way you look at it, he may get taxed in your eyes. He may get.
So
taxed.
You saying God to do something? God
will respond in order to teach you the lesson, not him.
You saying the person that's praying gonna get taxed?
Going to get taxed because he's gonna say, "Listen, bruh, I'm about love. My whole issue is about love. And if I tax this person, I ain't gonna hurt him the way you want me to hurt him. I'm gonna show you a lesson that, listen, I will show you that I will tax this guy, but nothing will happen to him." That's my deal.
And that's how you feel like it's working.
How it is.
I don't know. I don't think you can pray. I told you I don't think you can pray for somebody to do better. So
right.
I don't think you can
pray
for
their demise.
I don't think you can pray for somebody something negative to happen to somebody. You can pray it. You can say, man, I wish that the things I said out my mouth, but it ain't nothing gonna happen to them because you praying negativity over them.
So
if that person has good energy and doing the right thing, nothing you could do. See, this is why I'm saying people pick and choose what they use, how they use God, and that's why I don't look at God in the same way as a lot of people do. Everybody says, God is good all the time, right?
All the time.
All the time, there. But this world is fucked up a lot.
I know.
This world is fucked up a lot. A lot of bad things happen. So, and then everybody say, everything goes through God. God makes everything that happens.
True.
So how,
if
God is good all the time, how is these negative things that are going on happening? Babies getting molested, rapers.
Yes.
So
he is teaching. He is teaching all of us, not the babies being molested, but he is.
But they getting it. They getting molested.
That's happening.
But the
babies getting molested. He is teaching us that he is true and he is real and he can handle any problem, any issue. My interpretation.
How is he handling the issues?
Because he's saying
having babies getting raped and molested. How is he handling that?
He's saying, you who raped that baby, you were going to answer for that.
When? We got people that goes on be serial killers for years.
For years, Tony.
Tony.
And
but
I'm saying
that ain't helping the people that's getting affected by this person who's gonna get taxed when he dies 50 years from now.
But the bottom line,
people are dying. People are dying, getting raped, getting murdered by this man who's still alive. And you're saying God is good all the time.
All the time.
Why are these people getting treated like that?
Bruh, some people are sacrificial in a way. Some people are not.
Okay.
It's in the lesson. It's how I'm going to teach you.
See, that sounds like the church words that they put out here for us to go by. See, that's why I don't.
Go ahead. You said that's why you don't what?
That's why I don't listen to them as much, and I don't look at God as that way. I believe more life is about choices. I believe God is over everything, but He gives us a mind, and the choices we make is the choices we take and things we do. He don't have no dude that tell you kid getting molested. He don't have anything to do. That's that motherfucking rapist or pedophile choices he made. Yeah, he's gonna answer later, but it's his choice that he made. God don't have nothing to do with that type of thing. So when somebody tells me God, if it happened, God wanted it to happen. You can't sell me that. God didn't want that to happen. I can't believe that God wants these type of things to happen.
I'm not saying that He wants any of bad things to happen because He's all about love.
he can't be all about love, Dale, if he is over everything and these things are happening.
But that's his teaching, Tony. He gives you.
You don't learn from that.
I'm saying he
what
gives
do you
you.
learn? What do you learn from that?
He gives you and me a testimony. He gives me a testimony, you a testimony to help somebody else. That's what he does. How he do it?
You don't know.
I don't know.
You just believe. You just gotta believe, right?
But that's what my faith is about.
I know. That's what everybody's faith is about. I'm not saying it, but what I'm saying, I don't believe he works that way. That's my belief.
So you believe he works only in the good?
No, I'm not.
You believe he only works in the bad?
No, I don't believe that. I believe he lets people do what they do out here.
To teach them a lesson.
To do what they do. It's not his job to say, this is what you're going to do. This is God wanted it to happen. People see their kid in the casket. It was God wanted it to happen. Nah, God ain't. Your kid made the wrong choice. Your kid made the wrong. God didn't want your kid to go out there and get killed. God didn't put that on them. Your child made that decision to go out there and get. God don't want all the people that's in jail to be in jail. They making those choices to go to jail or go to hell. They're making those choices. That ain't God's choice to me. That's why I don't.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But as I said, my faith is everything, right?
I know.
And if I believe that He is controlling this earth and everything that is around, He created this earth and everything. I have to believe that what's good comes with bad, and what's bad comes with good.
I know you have to believe that. That's what this world is about. But I don't believe God is out here letting rapists live for 50, 60 years doing what they're doing. Mass murderers live for these many years to teach lessons to some people. No, I believe Tony, they make their own choices.
How do we ever know how to deal with them if He doesn't show us that these people exist? This is how you have to pull them out. This is how you have to catch them.
That's how the world is. That's just world. That's just learning. That's just learning the world. That's just learning as life goes on. You're going to learn these things as life goes on. It's teachable moments in everything.
Exactly.
It's teachable moments in everything. But my difference is just saying that God didn't make this happen. And when everyone says, or people, or most people that follows the church or follows the Bible said, it happened because God wanted it to happen. I don't believe it happened because God wanted it to happen.
Well, that's just like me asking you, who's the devil's mother? I asked the guy that the other day. Who's the devil's mother?
Who is the devil's mother?
He said that he didn't have a mother. He was created by God as a spirit. That's what he said to me. As a spirit. And I said, well, is he a spirit of bad in order to teach us a lesson for good? Is that God's part of His plan of teaching us lessons of good? He's showing us something bad. And this is what can happen if you follow this badness. Our brothers and our sisters and our cousins and our uncles and our doing every day, following something that's not right. And God has to correct that. He's able to correct all of it. And He does in His way.
Everything doesn't get corrected.
In His time.
Everything does. In His
but you know He's working in His time, Tony.
That's what I know. That's what you learn. That's what you learn. That's what you learn in church and the Bible. That's what you learn. That's in His time. His time. He's supposed to been coming back a long time ago.
Hey Tony, He comes back when He wants.
I know He do. I know He does. And that's what we take.
Would you believe He split the water? You believe He took 5 fish?
I believe He did all that. I believe He did all that.
Then He did all that. He did it in His time, right?
I did it. He did it. I know, but I know we got. I'm saying people use this Bible thing as pick and choose what they want to pull out of it. It's things in the Bible that they say, oh, it ain't about that no more. That was them days, and then the stuff in the Bible. People, yeah, that's what it says is in the Bible. Well, everything in the Bible still goes on, and it is right now. They say you're supposed to stone unruly kids to death. Unruly kids to death. They say you're supposed to stone them to death.
I get that, but I don't believe that.
It's in the Bible.
I'm saying if it's in the Bible, I have to believe it.
So why we don't do it?
Because let me tell you,
why we don't do it?
Let me tell you about the Bible. The Bible is the most, to me, interesting book I have ever seen or read or referenced or tried to quote out of, because it fits to today's time. It was supposed to have been formulated and by all these different disciples and things like that.
Right.
So many years ago. But how does that language come to today? It's something special about it, bro.
Do you believe some of it has been changed over the years?
Of course, because they have different editions of the Bible. They have different. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it's an edition, but it's a different version of it. They have the King James. So there's different versions of it, Tony. But if you think about it, it's all saying basically the same thing. Your interpretation of it is why I would go to Bible study, and the pastor is going to explain what this passage means. It can come out 3 different times, or 3 different ways, or 3 different pastors.
So that's telling you that nobody has the answer, really. They using their own interpretation of what it is.
Faith comes in, Tony.
I know,
you just gotta follow it blind.
See, that's I don't think you should follow nothing blind. I think they give us common sense and knowledge to follow things and make the right decisions, or try to make the right decisions as you. So, as I said to myself, my relationship with God is probably different from yours and different from a lot of people, and I'm fine with it. And I live my life in this manner, and things I've been blessed all my life. But I just wanted to question you on that little part about, I say the picking and choosing I see people doing with this thing. So we started off just about the prayer.
Yes.
So you say I don't know if we got to the point, can you pray negative for somebody? I think you said no. I think you said if you do, it's going to come back.
God. It's not coming back from God, and it's going to come to you.
It's going to come back to you. So you're praying to the devil if you're praying negative.
I said that.
I'm repeating what you said.
Paraphrasing what I'm saying.
Repeating what you said.
So you praying to the devil.
Okay.
Because God, everything about God is love.
Okay.
And understanding and teaching. He gives me a testimony so I can take it to the next joker on the block. I can take it to you as my brother. I can take it to this one as my cousin. So, that's where God's from. His love. That's where it starts. That's where it ends. Alpha and Omega.
All right. I just don't, these things that happen in the world, and they say God is good all the time.
You don't think He is? The time.
I think God is good. I think God is good. But I think there's a lot of things in this world that if God was in control of everything in this world at all times, they wouldn't have.
Now, Tony, let me ask you a question. How do you teach your kids a lesson if you don't have no counterpoint to go by? You have to have some sort of counterpoint to go by in order to teach your kids a lesson. So if you created your kid, right?
My counterpoint is the lessons that I've learned growing up.
Exactly. You created your kid. You've learned lessons from that. You saying, listen, don't go down that road. I've been down that road before. I can see what's going to happen. I have to have a road for you to go down in order for us to say, don't go down it. That's God.
But you know when you say don't go down that road, some of them don't go down the other road that you took. Go down that road instead. They go, and God ain't telling them to go there. God ain't make them go down that road. They decided that on their own.
Because the curiosity of them.
Okay, and something happens bad to them.
Yes.
Something happens bad to them. So that ain't God. That ain't God. God didn't do that. God didn't create that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That I feel that God wanted it to happen. No, He didn't. He told you. We told you to go down this way. We told you, or don't go down that way. You still did it.
Right.
Because God done taught you.
Because the influence of the outside influences with our kids, a lot of times is greater than our
It ain't greater than God.
No, I know.
It ain't greater than God. So God running everything, He ain't gonna let that happen. But God running everything, He ain't gonna let that happen.
He will let it happen to teach a lesson.
It ain't no lesson. So when somebody that you dead.
Nah, you get hurt.
No, you
get died.
You died.
Something bad happens to you.
So you teach it. So who's this burden on them? The family, the father and the mother who tried to tell their kid to go on there and do this.
Time, Tony.
And we sit around here in pain.
Happens all the time.
So what lesson am I learning?
You're learning that you have to believe in God. You have to put your faith out there blindly in God.
Okay.
You have to say, listen, God, I don't know what your lesson was to me, because it is a lesson to me that I have to take this lesson and I have to grow from it and I have to move forward. That's all that He's saying to you.
I got you.
You have to move forward because I'm going to give this lesson to you. I'm going to take this away from you. Who you know who was in business, who went broke and stayed broke? Most guys are going to try to get back where they were. They're going to try to get back because they went broke. Because they learned, and the first thing they're going to say, I learned a lesson.
Okay, that's fine.
God saying,
That's
I'm
fine.
teaching you a lesson.
And God done taught them. Okay, that's fine. I look at it as God.
Do you
You
agree?
don't learn that that's them telling you to lose something.
No,
to
I'm just saying, the jokers that go out here and lose things, they are never going to want to sit down and say, oh, I just lost, so I'm going to stay down here. They're going to try to get back.
But I'm not saying that's a lesson from God. He gave you the ability. He gave you the gift to learn on your own. So it's on you to get your feet. If we go through things, you got to get back up. It's things happening all the time. I've been shot. I done had to get back up and had to walk, get back up and hustle myself back up to good health. I had to do that because I knew that's the only way I was going to get back on my feet. So yeah, he gives you the knowledge of these things, but I don't believe that he caused you to lose your job to learn a lesson. You might didn't need what? You might didn't need to learn a lesson.
No, yes, you did. Yes, you
I
did.
mean, if you lost, maybe you did something wrong.
Yeah,
to lose,
of course.
But everybody don't. Everybody doesn't lose.
I don't know a person who does not have a testimony. I don't know one, Tony. I don't know a single person on this planet who does not have a testimony.
I don't either.
And if you have a testimony, you have something to give to your fellow man that will show them that this is not the way you want to go.
I believe that.
Just saying, bro.
I believe that. You ain't telling me nothing with that. I believe that.
Just saying.
But you put it in, when we put it in a bigger scale, that everything is done. Like a person saying that want a job. You want a job, have a job, man. Well, if God wants me to have this job, I'm gonna get this job. But if you get a job and you find out, I don't want this job, I don't know why the hell I'm working here. I got this job, I don't know why the hell I'm working here. But you just said God wanted you to have a job. So
there's a lesson, Tony, that you don't know about.
It's a lesson.
And I say it so you don't know about it because it's God's time to show it to you.
I know that's
what that lesson is. It's like for me, the job I'm in right now, I feel like, listen, I ain't even going to say I don't need that job. I ain't even going to say I don't want that job.
I heard you say
You heard me say that about that, right? So it's like he has me there for a purpose. And I say my purpose is to keep me humble. To keep me strictly humble about all the goodness that he's provided for me. He provides tremendously for me.
So you think if you wasn't there, you wouldn't? You think if you wasn't at that job, you wouldn't be humble?
I think I got to it on my own. I would think everything that I have, I did it on my own.
Why would you think that?
That's just my human nature.
I don't think that.
Well, I get it.
I don't think that, but why would you think that if you got that much faith in God, just because you got this job there, that's what we talking about, this job. Just because you got this job, you saying you are humble and you don't think. But if you didn't have this job, you would think you got everything on your own. So you just got this job how long ago?
It's been probably 3-4 years ago.
So 3-4 years ago, you thought everything was about you. Okay.
I'm just saying. I thought everything I touched turned to gold, bro.
Okay.
Everything.
Okay.
I mean everything. And I didn't at the time, Tony. I didn't even realize that was me talking that craziness like that, right? It was like everything I touched, I felt turned to gold.
Okay.
I couldn't miss. Couldn't miss at all. Whatever I did well. And you can get cocky in that and thinking that, I did this on my own. When I should have known, what I learned in my life now is that everything that I did, it was God leading me.
Yeah, of course.
And I said, after he led me, he said, listen, you know what? Joker, I'm going to give you everything you need. Now you go out and do my work. I'm going to give you you ain't got to worry about a mortgage. You ain't got to worry about a car note. You ain't got to worry about, and you go out and do my work. That's what you do. That's your goal right now, to do my work.
Okay.
Bruh. And I'm saying to myself, wow. If that's where you want me at, I said this to myself. I said this to my wife. She said that to me. If that's where he wants you at, that's where you gonna be, whether you like it or not.
Well, and I'm thinking, I'm just surprised it took you that to realize that there.
Yes,
You've
it
been
took
a
me
man
that.
I mean, you said you've been, you've been in church and the Bible and all this stuff, and I'm just surprised that it took that to get you to know that it wasn't just you.
That's what it took, Tony. That's what it took. It took that for me to say, listen, bruh, you ain't did nothing, and everything you got ain't yours. It all belongs to God.
Right.
You may think it belongs to you,
all that,
but it don't belong to you. It belongs to God.
Let me ask you this, though. Okay, I heard the dude was talking about Deion Sanders and said Deion Sanders was talking about how, he's, the things he's done in his career and everything, and he gives his grace to God and everything, but he said, but no, Woodlock, it's another dude on said Deion, it's too much about him. He's too much about him. And he said nothing he's did.
Jason Woodlock?
Yeah, Jason Woodlock. He said nothing about him he's done. He said God's done everything in his life is of God. He hasn't did anything. Say Deion hasn't did nothing. It's God. Now that's what I'm asking. Do you believe Deion did nothing? Everything that happened is God.
Yes, because you know why, Tony?
Wow.
God brought him into this world, created him, right? He created him first to be a great athlete. Okay? Then he created him to be a father. Then he created him to be a teacher. Then he created him to be a motivator. And he said, look, I want you to spread my word.
But don't God do that to everybody?
Of course.
Okay.
But you said God gives us the ability to not do things his way, in a sense. You said that people are going to go off and do things their way, and God gives us that ability to do it their way. But always, Tony, and I say always, reel us back in, bruh. He reeled us in, and he say, listen, dude, I'm going to make you realize who the king is. You ain't the king.
My point is that God gives everybody a talent, gives everybody a gift to this life.
Yes.
Everybody don't use it.
I agree.
Everybody don't put it. So it takes you to use the gift that God gave you. So everything God gives you, you got to put it in motion. You got to put it in work. As I say, I'm tired, went to work. I had to get my ass up every morning and go to work and do those hours and do those. But I could have sat back and said, man, I ain't going to work. Fuck that job.
And you wouldn't be living in a mansion.
So a guy, I don't live in a mansion. Don't get nobody confused.
I'm not crazy. I'm just saying it's a mini mansion.
But I wouldn't have had those things. So it takes you to put in the work. God gives you the ability. You got to put in the work. So you can't say God did everything for you, because if that case, everybody would be doing great. If it was that case, everybody would be doing great if God do everything for you.
No, he don't want everybody doing great, Tony, because then he has nothing to show.
No.
He has no one.
Okay.
You gotta prove
so
your
he pick and
faith
choose
to him.
He pick and choose who he.
No, you pick and choose it.
Because you put the work in. Because you put the work in.
I can tell you at the end of the day,
you put the work in.
What you gonna say, Tony? At the end of the day, you gonna say, thank you, God.
I say thank you for giving me the strength to do these things.
You say thank you, God.
Yes, to giving me the strength to do these things.
You said thank you, God.
And I don't say thank you, God, for doing it all for me.
I'm just saying.
Everything
that I have belongs to him.
I ain't say that. But you
doing.
You did the work, though, Dad. He gave you the strength to do it. You did the work, though, Dad. You could have sat on your... Say fat ass.
Right. My ass is fat, though. Come on now, ass is fat.
You could have sat on your ass and did nothing. But you did it.
Guys, we're going to get to this fat ass stuff in future.
Look,
we're going to come back, and I guess after December, after the new year, right? No New Year resolution coming, bro. We're going to talk about New Year resolution. I told them October 1st. That's what I told them in the first podcast, bro. I told them, I said, look, I said, I'm going to have these
y'all look back. If y'all ain't looking at the first podcast.
If I ain't stepped down looking like Tony in this slide, you're going to know what's happening. You know I'm alive. You're gonna know I'm alive, so I gotta work hard at getting this thing right, bro.
Man, we done went from God to talking
Right.
trash.
Right.
See, God ain't slimmed them up.
Nah, he ain't slimmed
who
me up.
who got to put in the work? Who got to put in the work to get slim? Okay,
but I gotta ask him for
God,
what I have to ask him for? What you told me to ask him for? I have to ask him for the strength to give me the
Exactly.
so he's always in it. Come on.
Yeah,
I
got that. But you got to put the work in.
I gotta put the work in.
You got to put. So don't. God ain't do it for you. God ain't do it for you. If he get down,
Tony, if I ain't
he
got
gonna put in the work.
Listen, I'm gonna put the work in. But if I ain't got the strength to put the work in, then
yeah.
I ain't no work gonna get put in.
You ain't been putting in
I
your
ain't
prayer.
put
You ain't been praying.
I've been praying.
You ain't been
every
praying
day.
to get the strength.
Oh yeah, yes I did.
What's wrong? You ain't
saying
getting
I ain't started yet.
He ain't putting the work in. He got to put. God ain't gonna just melt them pounds off of.
I'm telling you.
God just ain't gonna melt them pounds off of. They ain't just gonna melt because you praying.
I'm telling you,
got
what
to
I know.
put that work in.
I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna put the work in, and I'm gonna thank
That's
God.
all. That's
At the end of the day, I'm gonna thank God.
You can thank God that He gave you the strength to put the work in. That He gave you the strength. But He can pray. He can sit here and pray every day. That God, let me lose this weight. God, let me lose this weight. Please let me lose this weight, God.
Hey y'all,
it's gonna be there.
Y'all know there's a lot of y'all out there who's gonna join me on this journey, right? We're gonna do this thing together. I ain't gonna do it by myself. Y'all gonna give me the strength. I'm gonna ask for the strength from God. You're gonna ask for the strength from God. You know, look, I'm praying for Dale. I'm gonna pray for this joker that he gets.
I'm gonna pray for
and Tony.
You know you
for me too.
Because I know you want it.
I know you.
See,
I know you.
I couldn't pray for you if you didn't want it.
Well,
that's back to where I'm talking. I couldn't pray for you to do it if you didn't want it.
But Tony, that's part of us living this life.
I couldn't pray for you,
part
Dale. I couldn't pray for you. I couldn't. If you were saying that, I like being the size. I'm gonna get chunky. I'm gonna get funkier, and I'll be like, I pray Dale lose that weight. Man. I pray Dale lose. And Dale just happy. He's just happy. But he's telling me you can pray a person into that type of stuff.
Listen, guys, we're gonna check this out. We saying this in front of millions of people, probably billions of people.
Man.
There's millions of them, bro.
Yeah, hopefully one day we get millions.
But that's okay. But I'm saying is,
y'all look back on this some years ago, and then y'all can say we got it.
And look, and send me an email to Tony and send us listen. Man, damn, what you been doing, man? How you doing this thing, bro? And I'm gonna say, yeah, I just pray to God every morning before I leave the house.
That's all he do. I ain't putting no work in.
And I'm putting some work in.
He just pray.
I'm gonna put the work in. I'm telling you.
These pounds fall off me.
These pounds gonna fall off me. I know it. And I got a track record in the past that I've lost some.
Oh yes,
I picked up some. I lost some. I picked up some.
So I know he puts the work in when he wants to, but see, he has to do it. That's all I'm saying. He has to do it.
I agree with Tony, guys. Don't get me wrong. I agree with you. I have to put the work in.
But that's what I'm saying. Don't tell me. Don't say God did everything for you.
No. I'm
God
telling
did
you
everything because God ain't taking them pounds off you.
But I'm telling you, Tony, he gonna take the pounds off me.
No, he ain't.
I'm gonna tell you how he gonna do it. He gonna do it through my encouragement from him, my faith in him, that he does everything in my life.
Mm-hmm. He gonna,
And I had to learn that, Tony.
I hear you.
I learned it late, but I had to learn it now.
You told me you just learned it 4 years ago.
Right.
I learned it. I've learned it. And I'm not even, and that's why I don't even have to go to church. But we ain't gonna talk about that. I don't have to go to church to know that already, that God can take care of me.
But listen, but the day he walks into the house with you, I mean, I know you've been in the house many times, bro, many times. I'm just saying.
I like Pastor Bob is my pastor.
I'm gonna get him to another. All right, hi Bob. He did a good job.
He's the only pastor I really believe in right now.
He did a good job. That's all right.
But anyway,
we can work with him. That's all right. But at the end of the day, me and Tony, we love God.
Yes.
We love God.
Yes.
We adore Him.
We got different ways of looking at this thing.
Of getting to Him.
Yeah.
We got different ways.
And I hope other people do too. I'm pretty sure other people do.
I'm sure they
believe in it, but you definitely got to believe, and then some don't believe. So that's
how we roll. That's how we roll. We do this thing for Him. I do this because of Him. And His blessings to me are many. And I have to follow those lessons. Sometimes I'm a little shaky. Sometimes I'm spot on. But at the end of the day, I should have known that he was teaching me a lesson. And I should have known. I should have followed him all along. That's the end of the day. That for me. So, I mean, it works out. And Man, I'm gonna tell you that whole higher power, that whole being, is a really tricky and really complicated issue because it shouldn't be, because it's only one person that we all. I don't care if we're Muslim, if we're Jewish, if we're Catholic, Protestant, whatever, Christian, whatever we are, it's only one place we want to look. And that's up north.
True that.
We want to look up north. Always, never look south. You know who's down south, right? You don't want to look east. You want to look west, but you only want to look north. And y'all don't steal that from me, because that's mine. That's my quote. You know, only looking north. We seek to look north. That's what I'm gonna say. We seek to look north.
All right, man. We can close the church up right now.
All right, we close that one down. We did go to church today, man.
A little bit.
Wow. You know, but that's what we do.
Yeah,
that's how we do it.
Just talking shit though. It's just shit talking. That's best.
Crap, bro. At its absolute best. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna bring Tony around to another topic, and that's these crazy people who are driving in the city and driving in this county and driving in this country. Y'all crazy. I'm saying some of y'all crazy.
What we talking about?
Automobile drivers are getting worse.
Yeah,
I know we going from church to Shyt Talking,
it's fine.
But automobile drivers, what is wrong with you guys? What is wrong with you? What's happening?
What you been experiencing, big?
Bruh, these tailgating jokers, these jokers is cutting in front of you. Joker, you can't even get in the fast lane, and you going over the speed limit in the fast lane, and Joker's still flashing his lights on you.
They call it road rage. Road rage.
And they want you to move out of the fast lane. And I think I'm a pretty aggressive driver. I'm saying that, bro.
Say aggressive.
I was just gonna say aggressive driver.
You want to use those words?
I really don't want to use those words, bro. I really don't want to use
those. Stay away
but I'm trying
that.
to be honest, guys. I'm trying to be honest. But you know that. I don't know, man.
Yeah. I see a lot of stuff on social media with these cars, man. These people acting crazy with these cars, man, and they don't know how quick you can lose your life.
3,000 pounds.
Yeah, man. I mean,
a force.
I see it, and the driving is crazy. I mean, I was just, me and my wife was in the car not too long ago, I think last week, and two people, they was fighting to get in the lane.
In the country, out of the country.
No, we were right here. We were down the street, like getting ready to hit the highway.
Yeah.
And the guy wanted to get over, and they wouldn't let me. They were going back. I slowed down and back up, let them do their thing, cause I was like, they getting ready to do some crazy shit here, man.
But the scooters are worse, Tony. They're saying share the roads with the scooters. You already got crazy drivers out here, right? Mm-hmm. And now they're gonna say share the roads with the scooter. How y'all feel about that? Man. Sharing the road with the scooter. This joker was on the scooter. He came blasting past everybody, right?
Yeah.
Joker came blasting past. People were slowing down, stopping, moving out to let him go through, right? Uh-huh. Joker gets through us, right? Joker lose control of the bike. You should have saw him trying to catch back control of it, right? I knew it was gonna happen. I tell you, I'm surprised he didn't split his head just square
so
over.
He did.
He was going so fast. He crashed.
Yeah.
And you know what happened to him?
What?
Everybody in that traffic that moved over and let him go, they went right on past his ass and left him there.
Left him right there.
Left him right there.
Oh.
Now
man.
in my rearview mirror, I saw an off-duty ambulance, seemed as if they were pulling over to where he had crashed into this bench. It was like a bench, because the bus benches that's there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess he split his head open, so he was bleeding. He had to be.
Wow.
Because he was going so fast, Tony, that when he got through us, he must have hit the curb. And then you can see the bike,
just shaking.
Like shaking, and him trying to shake
get
with
it back.
But then it like, bam! And I just, and the cars behind me were blowing the horn for me to just keep moving.
Just get out,
keep it pushing.
Keep it pushing.
Like he came through here like that. We let him through. He fucked up.
But see,
and he damn near killed. I don't know. He may kill himself.
People
I don't
play
know.
with these cars.
I don't know.
Like they toys, man. I see so much. Guys beating on car windows at their girl, or the girl beating and the dude, they driving the car. I'm like, get away from that car,
right, exactly.
Because all he got to do is run your ass over, hit you, boom. And it happens a lot, man.
Youngins or teens, or you don't see singers doing that.
Well, not they too. Nah, not seniors. They got more sense.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for saying they're not too old. Or they're too old, they got more sense. That's what he said, seniors.
And they know. Like, I know. I ain't playing with nobody in no car, man. If you driving the car reversing them, I done seen them throwing stuff at a car, and the person with the car go after they motherfucking ass, run them over, hit them in the street. I'm like, man, I don't know how they even play. How you play with cars?
Well, man. you got the scooters, Tony. I'm saying that's in the mix. They adding the scooters
I haven't seen the scooters out here.
You seen those jokers who on the motorcycles, those 4-wheelers and 2-wheel motorbikes that's causing all the problems and havoc in the city and everywhere, popping wheelies. Why jokers gonna come past me popping a wheelie, Tony?
Yeah,
how does that work?
They come down out my street every day.
How does that work?
They popping wheelies.
I'm saying, what's that fun? Do they take their bikes? I mean, what is it that these jokers do? You can't come down the street popping wheelies and they say, "Oh, that's fun."
I guess it is fun to them, man. I guess it is somewhere fun.
But I'd be honest with you, the guy who came past us on that scooter that crashed, you know, I basically said, "Good enough for you."
He got what he deserved, you say?
I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I was like, good enough for you because they say a hard head makes your ass soft.
It's true.
Makes a soft ass.
It's true.
Don't steal that one from me too. That's mine too, guys. That's original for me.
Okay, that was original.
right.
Yeah. Your mama only told you that when you was a baby. Right. You gonna hold that one on yourself. Yeah, I feel you, D. But so that was a lesson. Was that a lesson from God?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
It was a lesson for God because. But see, here's the bigger lesson I'm thinking. What does that say about me? What does that say about me and all those other drivers that just kept moving?
Yeah, I wonder what
does
that
say
about
me?
That say?
I don't know, Tony. I'm struggling with that. I'm trying to figure that out. I'm trying to figure that out because, as I just said a minute ago, I said good enough for him, right? So, good enough for him. Keep driving past him. That's
he got what he deserved.
He got what he deserved. That's your deal. You got to pick up. I can't. And I'm like, well, damn. What does that say about you, Joe? What does that say about what? You supposed to be preaching love and believing, but you ain't had the time to pull over
to see if
make
this
it the guy was
all
all right. But he had the time to slow down and obey traffic.
But that ain't who you are, though.
Speed through.
Right,
that's not who I am.
But that's right. You can't say what he did. He's still who the person you are.
Right, that's right. You're exactly right. I had to question that. I really did.
I thought about when you told me, "Oh, y'all just ran past."
Right.
I mean, I see if you couldn't. You couldn't get over there.
Get over maneuver. No, I could have got over there.
You could have got there. That's one thing. You was over this lane.
I could have got there.
But if you right there,
if I stopped all the traffic, Tony, I could have still got there. To see if the joke was okay.
So at that time, you was just like good for you.
But I felt good because I saw that ambulance. I think it stopped. It stopped. It stopped in the position of where I think he crashed. I saw him crash into the thing because I had moved on.
So it made you feel better. It did. You did feel better when you saw that.
When I saw that ambulance, but I didn't know whether it was. But I hope they rendered some aid to the joke because there's no way he couldn't have been hurt.
You hope somebody rendered some aid.
Anybody. Other than
you.
No, not other than me. Not other than me, Tony. Other than me that I didn't render the aid. You know what I'm saying? But and then that's not cool. Let me tell y'all, guys, that was not cool. That doesn't sit well with me. That's why I'm discussing it with my boy here. That's trying to figure out, I don't
know. I'm trying to think what I would have pulled over. It depends.
I don't know. I don't know what it says about me, but. I'm working on myself.
I try to do.
I'm working on me. So I'm working on me. But that's my story. That's my testimony right there. Wendell, you gotta stop. You gotta help people. You gotta.
If you can.
I could have stopped.
That's what I'm saying. I think if we can help people.
Yeah, but I was mad though, Tony.
If we can help people.
I was mad because the Joker, for one, sped by. For one, disobeyed the traffic law. For two, act like he owned the traffic. And people just opened up and let him go. And he lost control.
It sounded like you kind of was happy what happened there.
Nah.
You ain't feeling a little happy?
Not totally. Let me say this. No. And hear me, guys. I'm not laughing at what happened to the gentleman. I'm not laughing at what happened to the gentleman. You know, he could be watching this podcast saying, "Okay, Dale, let me know, Dale, you ain't a good dude, Dale. You're just not a good person."
Nah,
So.
I'm just taking it how you said it, but we not going. The dude, hopefully, he was alright.
Yeah, I hope
Everything's
he is
alright.
okay.
And man,
I would never know.
We
but
getting ready to
hopefully
check out of here. We shot an hour out here, and
we appreciate you.
we want to make sure, man, y'all subscribe,
Like
like
us.
and comment on the joke, man. Tell us what we doing wrong, what we doing right, or who wrong and who right, or how y'all feel
Right, exactly.
about the joke.
Like,
you know
hit
what
us
I
up.
mean?
You know, we just like us.
We ain't got the answers. I ain't got all the answers. I just put out. I just talk the shit that I feel.
Right.
And they'll just doing the same thing. So tell us some of the shit y'all feel about the situation.
We,
You know.
we would love to know.
Yeah.
We would love to
man.
know. So thank you so much for tuning in this week. Tony and I will be back next week. And I just want to talk about pedophilia possibly next week.
Are we gonna get back on there? You must.
If
you
it's
looked into that a
okay.
little
Yeah,
bit or
I
something?
kind of saw some disturbing things
Okay.
that I just didn't set well with me. And
none of that sets well with me at all. So we
right.
definitely gonna touch on that next week. So y'all stay tuned, check us out, and we gonna get at y'all.
Appreciate you.